Hit.
So here we are in the tiny kitchen and the extra dimensional space of the van. We really need to come up with a better name for this thing. Um, at the table are Leon, Anna, Lorelai, Amaya just showed up. There's also Paisley and Asuna and Orion. The whole gang's here basically. And it's around this time that the other PCs are waking up. Besides just Cyan and Salem, who are already there. Who walks into the kitchen to the smell of a delicious something that Lorelai cooked, and also pancakes. Oh, don't everyone speak up at once.
I guess Don will.
Sure, Don. Yeah,
Thanks.
you walk into the room.
Yeah, the car alarm.
There's a pretty warm greeting from around the room. It's kind of packed in here, but someone shoves a plate into your hand, and there's a pancake on it.
Salem just kind of looks up at her, takes a slow, long sip from their coffee with a just tiny little smirk.
Don just gives a wink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Don. When you left that room, Ingrid was straight up passed out. You made sure that she drank enough fluids that she won't die of dehydration in her sleep, but you really wore that girl down to the bone.
Hard work.
No kidding.
Yeah,
So Ingrid's
Ember is
coming in
up
too?
and is looking at her phone and makes a beeline for the door out of the room.
Out of which room?
The room that they were in, the three of them.
Okay. Okay. Are you headed towards the kitchen or?
Yep.
Nice. Well, there isn't much room between there and the kitchen, so. Actually, you are, with the way it's set up, right? The kitchen, if you're in the kitchen, you are looking down the hallway. You can see any room's door open, so so people spot you as soon as you exit the room. How's Ember looking?
Um, this is definitely not the first time she's had this little sleep. She looks tired but functional.
Mm-hmm.
And she immediately shoots a very serious look at Salem. We need to talk.
Oh, okay. Like here or?
Outside, sensitive information.
Yeah, all the playfulness that had like slowly come out of Salem that moment is gone in an instant, and they set their coffee down, kind of like heavy sigh and stand up. They just kind of like hand on Lorelai's shoulder as they pass, and then yeah, they follow Ember out.
And actually, I think she'll take Salem into one of like the empty rooms and close the door.
Okay.
So I got good news and I got bad news.
Of course you do. Okay, good news first.
I found the other shard.
Salem's entire body goes tense. They're about to lean up against the wall, and then they just kind of stop. What do you mean you found the other shard?
Someone was given it.
And you know this how?
Because they told me, because they texted me freaking out that an angel showed up to them and gave them a shard. It was a case with the Fang. Real top secret.
Okay.
And I'm going to let her tell her own story.
You're just gonna drop on me that we have another Nephilim running around.
We have another Nephilim coming here. Because they want your help.
Yeah, think Salem has like a sharp intake of breath and ruffles a hand through their hair. I'm shit at this. Half of the Nephilim.
You're the only other Nephilim they know of.
Okay, so Yogan knows clearly then already.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Salem's not good at hiding emotions. It always plays out on their face, and it's clear that they're super conflicted about this. There's this wariness about them and a weariness. They look tired, too tired for an 18-year-old.
There's another thing. You're like real close with Asuna, right?
I mean, yeah, why?
It's her little sister.
The blood drains from Salem's face. Why? What? That doesn't.
She sought help from the Sanction 2 months ago. Again, I'm going to let her tell her own story, but a specific part was something that she told us happened in a dream. She told her in a dream that and an angel told her that it was going to bring her a shard, whatever that meant. Of course, 2 months ago, angels were a myth. Apparently, 3 followed through on their promise.
Does any of that have to do with the sanction?
For the record, I've been telling her for weeks that she needs to tell her sister what happened. But it's not my story to tell. And I can't do that. She's coming here, she can tell her own story.
I need air. Sorry. And Salem's gonna kind of like just beeline for the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too. And Ember's gonna do the same.
Okay. Where does Salem go?
I think Salem like goes. Their pace is quickening as they're moving. They never quite break out into a run, but I think by the time they make it past the kitchen, they are walking pretty fast. Their footsteps are pretty heavy, and they're just going for the door to the truck.
Mhm.
And they just go outside, not too far away or anything, but they're finding it really hard to breathe in here right now.
Yeah.
It feels cramped.
Yeah, you interesting. We will need to figure out the architecture of this place at some point. I'm just gonna ask you, did the people in the kitchen see Salem leave or not?
I mean, I've always been imagining it as like it's one long corridor, right? So I think they would.
Okay.
Yeah, like one long corridor, the cab is at the end with like a curtain, the garage is at the other.
Okay, that makes sense. So then the kitchen is close to the garage? Yeah.
I imagine that it's right next door to the garage since it's a
Yeah.
big open space.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so Salem, you leave. I think you just kind of spend a few moments outside alone. You are in this sort of dirt parking lot out like a little ways in the woods of suburbia. Who knows what this place was supposed to be? Or actually, I guess there's like an abandoned building nearby to explain why this lot exists. There are no other cars nearby. Nobody's around.
Yeah, I think Salem is just kind of standing there. They go for a little while, and then their legs just kind of give out from under them. They fall to their knees, and they're trying to breathe. It's coming out short and shallow. And they're gonna stay there. They can't think to do anything else.
A hand falls onto their back.
Yeah, I don't think Salem even really notices.
Yep, she's not going to say anything. She'll give Salem silence if that's what Salem wants.
Yeah, so Lorelai arrives. Guess she needed a minute to change out of her. And she's still just wearing like a silk robe, as far as like pajamas go, right? And has exchanged her slippers for sandals, I suppose. Salem is kneeling.
Yeah, I think Salem is kneeling now. Their hands are in the dirt. Their fingers are kind of curled into it a little bit.
Right.
And they're breathing rapidly. It's clear that they're having a panic attack.
Yeah, Lorelai just kneels in front of Salem and hugs them. There, dear, I've got you.
Yeah, it's for the first time, like, something registers in Salem's eyes, and they just kind of curl their arms around her.
Lorelai whispers sweet nothings, just holding Salem close and reassuring them.
Yeah, I think Salem's breathing starts to steady. I can't do this again. I can't. I'm not a good teacher. I'm sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for. Paisley told me you were discussing something about a new Nephilim.
Asuna's little sister.
Ah,
Yeah, they just hug her a little bit tighter. Their face is buried completely in her.
yeah, Ember, you see this. God, how do I explain it? It is at once pained and sympathetic, but also cold and steely expression in Lorelai's eyes. She is ready for whatever challenge this means, but she sees this challenge not as a purely emotional challenge, but almost an antagonistic social force entering her life. We're the best people to take care of her. I know, it's an impossible responsibility. Add it to the pile.
I just fail again. Can't.
Then you won't. You'll get better. At your horrible job.
It's not like this is some nutcase. This is a good kid.
The scene was good too.
It won't be like that. We'll make sure of it. Come on, Salem. Let's get some fresh air. Let's go for a walk. We don't have to talk. Just come get some air with me.
Salem nods and takes her hand. They stand. They give her an
Lorelei.
appreciative smile.
She smiles back and nods to Ember appreciatively. She she leads Salem off on a little stroll. And
Yeah,
where does Ember go? Oh, what's that?
I was going to say, I think that really does Salem a lot of good. I think they come back to themselves as they walk.
Yeah. And where does Ember
I
go?
think Emperor's gonna return to the room with Ingrid.
Okay, then we'll rejoin Ember later. Back at the breakfast table, there's there's Cyan and Dawn, as far as PCs go. And you can pretty much assume that the whole rest of the crew is here.
I wonder why, what was that about?
Not really got a clue.
Yeah, Paisley definitely has a clue. She whispered something to Lorelei before she even stood up to follow Salem, and now Paisley is just eating a waffle. Wait, waffle? Where we get that? A pancake.
Well,
Minding her own business.
No?
I guess everyone finally got up. That's good.
Oh.
How was the patrolling last night, Sebastian?
Yeah, it was good. Seems like a pretty decent town. Oh yeah, I found meds.
Oh,
Big time. Anything you want, recreational or otherwise.
that's good.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got a guy. If you want to just like write me a grocery list, I can get whatever you want.
I'll give you a note.
All right. Yeah, and that goes for everyone, of course. I'll also stock up on just some basic meds.
Yeah, I mean, did any of us remember to get like ibuprofen and shit?
Yeah, a few people raise their hands. As you know, there's smatterings of basic medications, I'm sure. You know, your your Pepto-Bismol, your ibuprofens, etc.
The drill.
Yeah, but of course. In
Gotta
case you need
visit
to,
the Hat Man every once in a while.
yeah, exactly.
All right.
Podium.
Well,
Oh.
I am going. Hey,
Yeah,
can I talk to you, Ori, alone?
yeah. looks like she's just finishing up a conversation with Amaya. It seems like Amaya wants her to build something for her, which Ori is quite excited by the prospect of. But she finishes up that conversation and then, yeah, sure, what's up?
Just want to talk about a few things, you know?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Ori awkwardly keeps to herself on her way out of the kitchen. Where are you meeting?
I think Cyan's just gonna bring Ori to her room.
Okie doke. Yeah, Ori's amenable to that. I think right now Ori's pretty much just dressed down, just like shorts and a t-shirt. Not a t-shirt, shorts and a long sleeve shirt.
I mean, there's long sleeve kind of t-shirts.
I guess you could call that a t-shirt. But yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, dressed in all white.
yeah. So, you seem pretty insistent that I was gonna regret everything tomorrow.
Do you not regret it yet?
Not yet.
Me neither.
That's good.
I guess.
I,
Maybe it means that we're broken, because obviously we should regret that, right?
probably. I just don't want to think about things.
Me neither. I'd rather keep making mistakes, honestly. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
just
touches Cyan's shoulder and her hand kind of dances up her neck to her cheek.
I just want to forget all the mistakes I've already made. Anyways, what I meant to ask you about was the others are gonna be hell, maybe
Judgmental.
even you are wondering about what's going on with me.
I mean, you're you're different, yeah. Is that just the drugs, or? I mean, okay, I know it's not just the drugs, but like, I think we're just gonna all have to accept that this is the new you, right? This isn't going away, is it? It's
I
almost a
think
bit of hope reserved in her eye.
oh, so you like this me.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
this is the you that fucked me last night. So,
well, I mean, it isn't gonna go away on its own. I don't know how I'll feel once I'm not high, but I don't know. The me from 2 weeks ago would have been. I mean, you were there for that failed dream interview thing.
yeah, I warned you about that. I, are you gonna listen to me next time I tell you you shouldn't find out about something?
Nah, I'm a reckless idiot. I'm not gonna listen to anybody about anything.
Shit, and we're just alike.
Anyways, I
Total
mean,
mystery why we didn't pan out the first try.
oh, I mean, you're assuming a lot.
What?
Why? You think I'm gonna try a second time? Hmm?
No, idiot. We're just. I don't know. Last night was nice, right? Am I gonna see a repeat performance or not, huh?
I don't think I want to date anyone anymore.
Cool. Then we
So
don't have to date.
it's just gonna be stuff like that for who knows how long.
Okay, cool. Good with me. I'm sure this will give us stuff to talk about.
Stuff to
We
talk
didn't really
about.
talk much before.
We talked a bit. Look, I just. Cyan sits down on the plain bed in the room. I'm probably pissing off some Annabelle by immediately throwing myself into a bunch of things. It looks like
In life, no matter what you do, you're gonna piss someone off. Just fuck it, right? Do whatever makes you happy.
hmm, hmm, yeah,
Do
I
I
just
make you happy? You know, when I'm not fucking up your life on purpose?
Cyan looks at Oriana. What does Oriana look like right now? Are they like yeah, what does
She's,
Oriana look like right now?
I mean, you know, dressed down in her pajamas. She seems just vulnerable. Just open. Really. She's really shooting from the hip here.
I had a lot of fun with you back when we actually did things. I don't think that's gonna change. We just have to do things again. We have to do things like last night or whatever we do later. Just hold back on the whole trying to hurt me thing. I mean, it's not going to succeed. I can't be hurt anymore. I'm invincible.
Sure. Yeah, when Cyan was talking about doing things, Ori just smiles and nods and I don't know, really has kind of a puppy dog energy to her. Really enthusiastic.
Well, I just wanted to check with you after last night about how guilty you must feel for taking advantage of a high girl.
I don't feel guilty at all.
Yeah.
You loved every second of that. I don't think that's gonna change. Even in retrospect. I mean, you know, now that you don't regret it now, why would you later? I guess.
I'm just worried now at this point that my head's gonna change all over again.
Guess it could. Shit, what do I do about Anna? Next time I piss her off, she's probably just gonna fucking kill me.
I wonder what she'd do to me. Right.
I don't know, but I've seen murder in that girl's eyes. I think my days are numbered.
It's there sometimes. I need to figure
You'll
out how to
save me.
tell her that. I need to figure out how to tell her that I'm not doing this because I want her upset. I'm doing it because other reasons.
Right. Would you save me if Anna came at me?
Would it mean me dying?
Probably not, right? You could talk her down.
Yeah, I'd save you then. I'm joking, I'd probably save most people here even if it meant me dying.
Oh. Way to make a girl feel special.
Hey, I jumped in front of a lot of attacks right after you'd already broken up with me. So, in that way, I don't know where I was going with that.
You just sound like a pain slut to me. He smirks.
I do a lot of self-harm now, don't I? Shit.
Don't harm yourself, Cyan. Let me do that for you. She closes in to Cyan, trying to kiss her.
Yeah, Cyan lets her and kisses back.
On that diabolical note, we'll jump to Dawn if you want, Casey.
You know, I
I think
think,
maybe Reiko showing up?
yeah, I think Don at one point at the table just kind of looked at everybody, said, "I'm leaving," like super casually. Said, "I'll text you all," and then just left.
All right, I think everyone just assumes that she's gonna be back, but she
Yep.
won't be, will she?
Nope. And then she'll text everybody she banged last night. I'm leaving. Thanks for the fun.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just a ton of
Meanwhile,
smiley faces.
yeah. Meanwhile, in Ygritte's like pitch black room, her phone buzzes. Ygritte continues to snore.
But then, yes, she walks out the door, and then there's like a knock.
Ember sends back some sunglasses and a couple of finger emojis.
Yeah, I guess so. God, I guess as Don just holds the door open for Reiko, and Reiko just walks in.
Dear
Okay, you
God.
walk
What is the
right into the
security
kitchen.
of
I
this
think
place?
perhaps for everyone's sanity, we're gonna say this is kind of after breakfast is over for the most part. So there's like a few stragglers left over. I guess I'll freaking randomize who they are.
Hey, let's also say
In a
that
second.
Cyan and Oriana finished with...
All right, so that's a sorry. Okay, so it looks like you've got Amaya and Lorelei. That's impossible.
I mean, let's say that
You've got
Cyan and
Amaya and
Oriana
Annabelle.
finished up.
Oh, sure, why not?
Yeah,
Alright, so Amaya,
Cyan,
Ori, and Cyan then.
yeah, that won't be awkward at all.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, so Reiko, okay, first of all, please describe Reiko.
Yeah, Reiko is she is about 5'3". She got short black hair with a thin braid in the back, exactly like that picture. It had like a ring at the end. Slim but athletic. Definitely that very goth, very revealing skin type of vibe. Very yeah, she seems pretty confident, but also there's like an kind of like a nervous energy to her right now. Is
Okay.
this? Hey, I'm looking for Asuna.
Yeah, Amaya kind of like went on guard immediately, seeing an unfamiliar face, but then she recognizes you.
Oh, hey everyone.
Reiko?
Yeah, it's.
What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, I sent a bunch of texts to Ember.
Ember, you know our location's supposed to be secret, right?
Oh, I was sent by Yogan. Yeah,
Oh, well, in that case, that was just a communication error between.
yeah, um,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, it's happened kind of. It's last minute. Uh, I mean,
So I guess you're coming with us then? If Yogan sent you?
yeah. I'm gonna be joining the team.
Sorry, Reiko. Yeah, Amaya suddenly stands up uh, straight and approaches Reiko, offering a hug. Welcome to the team.
Thank you. Yeah, chill. Going for it.
Sorry
Yeah.
if I came off a little standoffish at first. Just, I had a long night. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So
Completely
wait, can
understand.
we... Cyan's gonna come over and try to join this and make it a group hug.
Yeah, Reiko will go for it.
Sure, Amaya will. No, you know what? Make a charm check, Cyan.
Oh yes, I'd love for
With help.
Cyan to
With
make a
help.
charm check.
Listen, dude. That's a nat one.
That's a crit!
Okay, yeah, Amaya at first reluctantly accepts it, and then ends up really enjoying this group hug, actually.
Well, it's
Ori stays out.
nice to see you. Yeah, would you recognize Ori? Yeah, probably was the eye
She's
patch.
changed a lot, but you only know one girl with an eye patch.
Yeah, there's definitely like a weird side eye from her, like a yeah, not super stoked to see her.
Ori isn't super stoked to see you either. She doesn't seem aggressive or, I don't know. She doesn't seem to disregard you whatsoever. It's just kind of awkward.
Right. Yeah, they some shit happened, so I reached out and seems like this is the best place for me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so when you were in close proximity to Amaya just now, yeah, you saw, I mean, the shirt she's wearing is rather loose fitting right now. You see that there's this claw mark just below her neck. And, you know, those could only be claws of a humanoid hand. A vampire or ghoul, no doubt.
Um oh god. Yeah,
It's an
she
old scar. Well,
yeah.
I say old. It's a scar.
And that's a nasty scar.
Oh,
That's
this? Yeah. Yeah, she kind of pulls back um the collar of her shirt, exposing it more. Um yeah, a few inches higher, and the index finger probably would have cut my jugular.
it's crazy. I mean, then it would have done this, and she takes her collar off and just shows her neck scar.
What's it look like?
It is like a jagged, like a wild, almost like a wild animal, like clawed out her neck. It's like just jagged, slashing scars along her neck.
Holy shit. How did you survive that?
Oh, I didn't.
You what?
Yeah, died about 2 months back. It's part of the reason I'm here.
Oh my god, don't tell me. Reiko, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's actually kind of not bad. I mean, I don't have to sleep, so I can spend more time working on stuff.
You
Kind of
are
been
the
super
only
productive.
person. You are the only person I know who could die, and you'd be stoked about it.
I mean, I wouldn't say stoked, but like, I mean, I don't know. It's been kind of not bad. That means the sanctions hooked me up with like food, so
Yeah, there's so much sympathy and doubt in Amaya's expression. She doesn't believe a single word that's coming out of your mouth, and that she thinks you feel way worse about this than you're letting on. That's plainly obvious on her face.
okay. I mean, yeah, of course it sucks dying, but it's God. I mean, a little bit worse than that. Um, it's- that's why I'm here because I have to talk to Salem to train me. Yeah, he's gonna.
They and train you for what?
Why
Oh,
Salem gotta train you?
well, about 2 days ago. Look, it's. I should probably go back to the beginning, right? Yeah. So 2 months ago, I have a dream after the night I die. An angel kind of came to me, big, kind of scary, was speaking Old Norse.
Amaya exchanges a look with Cyan.
Yeah, we know that one.
3, Guardian.
Yeah, that was her name. She said it. And there would be a time when she'd give me a shard, and I'd have to do my prophetic role, and then couple. I mean, then just recently they had they came back with a shard, and I gave me that vague impression that it was take the shard or have bad things happen, so I took the shard.
Cyan looks at Amaya.
Amaya looks fucking horrified. That's Adesane's other shard, isn't it? Have you absorbed it yet?
Yeah, I mean, I got right on that.
So, Cyan, do you want to explain, or should I?
That angel showed up in Havelock, when everything went to shit.
Okay, that makes
Tore,
sense.
tore Adesane's chest open, took both their shards. After I
Oh,
fucked with it, it gave me one, and now it apparently gave you the other.
oh,
I didn't, I didn't absorb mine. We're having a talk about it, but
no,
it's
I'm.
up to everybody else. If we want me getting murdered by that thing next time we see it.
I mean,
Okay,
I
okay.
kind of got the murder impression or don't disappoint me impression.
So, roll it back for a second. Why the fuck did 3 choose you? I mean, not,
Um,
not to be an asshole or anything, but like, why? What's special here?
I mean, hmm,
Amaya, each one of the Nephilim have like a prophetic name, right?
Right. Do you know yours?
We were able to tell what ours were before, so maybe that angel can tell what somebody's prophetic name would be.
I mean,
So,
there was something to do. I know the number, but I don't think I had the name yet.
you know what? we might be front loading. Oh shit, maybe we should go check
Oh
with
no.
the other people in the house.
Yeah, I gotta
Maybe.
talk to Asuna. Like, I should probably talk to her.
Yeah, you should talk to your sister that you haven't talked to in a while about the fact that you're dead.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Asuna went out. You should find her nearby in the woods somewhere. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Reiko,
do
I'm
that.
so sorry that you're here. This
Oh,
is the worst place in the world to be.
oh, I
Welcome to the
mean,
squad.
hey, at least I'm here among mostly friends.
So you can die amongst friends.
Oh, I already did that.
They call
Sorry,
us the
that was...
damned.
No,
I'm sure
we're,
it's not that bad.
I just need a second to myself. Welcome, Reiko.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maya disengages.
Does
I'm gonna go.
Amaya, like, leave to go back to her own room?
Yeah, she puts a plate in the sink and walks to her room.
I think Cyan is gonna actually go that way, leaving Reiko with the other people here.
Yeah, Reiko's heading right
Which
to
is
find Asuna.
just Ori and Ember, I think. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think
Ori and
she'll.
Anna, I thought.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, decided
Ember went back into the room with Ingrid.
Oof, I do think. No, I don't think she. I think she just shoots like Oriana like a look and then leaves.
Yeah, Ori gives like a weak... it's like she tries to smile, but her face doesn't allow it, and a little wave, like... She definitely doesn't want to be your enemy.
Yeah,
Okay, so then we'll pick back up with Salem, shall we?
Sure, we do that.
Tell me where we are, Salem.
So I think that they're probably walking. I mean, they just went on a walk through the woods. Probably,
Yep.
I think that Salem has slowly come back to themselves. They're walking straighter now.
Mhm.
They don't seem weak anymore, but they haven't let go of Lorelai's hand.
Of course. Feeling better?
Yeah.
Hopefully we have some time to mentally prepare before she arrives.
Hopefully. Yeah. Just one more person to worry about now. Okay.
But it's best that she's with us, and not out on her own.
You're right. I know you're right. I just
And you're not alone in this. And I can help you.
Anna's got her own issues going on right now.
So do you. You can both set aside time and energy for this. It will help Anna focus her.
I know. Anna's so new to it. I mean, fuck.
I think she's a natural. I find her inspiring.
I don't know. I'm worried about her, to be honest. Especially now with all the shit that's going on with Cyan.
I can see the strain that it's putting on Anna. As gracefully as she's trying to take it.
I just know what it's like to have all of that power at your fingertips, and I just want to take as much off of Anna's plate as possible so that she doesn't do something she'll regret. But you're right. I need to let her help. know, funny, there's another thing relating to all of this that I had the idea for. And now that we have one more person to protect, I think I need to move up the timetable on it. But I don't know how much you are going to like the idea. Because it involves using one of my feathers.
Hmm.
Ever since we were talking about using the Divine Shard as a weapon, what if we started to try to make other weapons too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I can make something that is strong enough and tied to me and my magic. You know how the car has a switchboard that holds other magic items and it all comes together to build something stronger than that?
Right.
I want to make a weapon that I can socket things into to strengthen it. And I want it to be tied to only me.
That sounds quite smart.
Yeah.
One of your feathers there. You only have so many of those if you spend
I
them
know.
like this.
I'm not taking it lightly. I promised you I wouldn't lose any more parts of myself. And I meant it.
Well, that part will be gone from you forever, so the ensuing item should serve you for eternity.
And the way I'm looking at it is it's not really gone, right? It's still part of me. It's just separately part of me.
She nods. Don't make a habit of this.
I swear.
But... okay. Just this once. Just this once.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a feather, right? You have so many. Or
Still
doesn't
though,
this represent the start of something darker?
I won't let it. I won't let it. You won't let it, right? Be my safeguard. I'll come to you. Ask you what you think always.
Yeah, she nods, this cute, hopeful look in her eyes. Yeah, she kisses you briefly. I'm honored. And smiles.
Only, I feel like we're on the. Feels like the tide is pulling out right now, socially, and we're about to be hit by a tidal wave.
Maybe. Who is that tidal wave, do you think? Or what?
I don't know. A few new people running around, and then everything that's going on with Cyan, I just. Having fun, relaxing, that's all one thing, but I'm worried that people are going to start doing things that are actually destructive, and I don't want rifts to form between us. All of us.
It's important that none do. And that all former rifts are healed. If we're going to survive this as a team, we'll need to be tight-knit.
You've always been good at making that happen.
Have I?
Ah, I think so, for the most part.
Recently, maybe.
Look, I mean, you've always been good with people, whether that's been good for the other people. I mean, who's to say?
I Well, I'll try to use my powers for good.
Yeah.
It's sort of just now that they're looping back around to the van that Reiko steps out of the van, and you see Salem and Lorelei hand in hand.
Oh, hi, Salem. Hello.
Hey, you're here already.
Yeah. I
So you must be Reiko.
am. You must be Lorelei.
Lorelei Dubaku. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
That's
And
nice
she
to meet you.
offers a hand to shake.
Yep, she'll shake it.
Lorelei's grip is firm, but not too firm.
Uh, yeah. Um,
Welcome to the team.
yeah, it's good to be here. I mean, obviously not the best circumstances.
Right. I was just talking about that with Salem. What do you think, Salem? Can you whip her into shape? Mike?
Oh shit! Sorry, didn't realize I was muted. Yeah, Salem nods. I think they pull up this like veil of authority over themselves. It's not condescending, and it's not like Salem is trying to appear above Reiko or anything. It's just Salem is trying to collect themselves, project confidence, and they nod. Yeah, I'll get you in fighting shape.
Oh, that's great to hear. Can't wait for it.
Yeah.
And I hope that our dear Annabelle will also participate in training you.
Oh,
Um,
is
she's just a delight, you'll see. Annabelle Albrask. You probably know her. And her sister, Storm.
I remember a storm. Isn't
Formerly known
storm?
as Duncan Albrask.
Oh, okay. Okay, good for her. Good for her.
Very good for her. And for the rest of us. She winks.
Hey, any help is great. I can't. It's
I'll give you the day to settle in, but we'll start training tomorrow.
oh
Okay.
yeah, perfect. I don't really need sleep or anything, so I'm good to go anytime.
You don't sleep?
Yeah, Salem just steely-eyed. This is. I don't think Salem actually understands what's going on, but Salem definitely thinks Salem understands. Actually, they're looking around her neck at the moment, or around. Does she have any like big pieces
Yes,
of jewelry?
she is the collar is back on. She put it back on when she came out. So yeah, and her arms are definitely completely covered from the forearms up, and her neck is covered.
Okay, but okay, cool.
Oh yeah, she does have no wait, she does not have a sunwalker amulet.
Yeah, no, that is what Salem was looking for as a daylight. Yeah. Well, whatever happened, we'll talk about it later. Right.
Yeah, I gotta go find Asuna.
Right, I think I saw her going to that abandoned building over there. Do be
Okay.
careful in there, it looks to be in shambles.
Oh, that'll be fine. Not like I'm gonna die twice. Anyways. Yeah, and then with that, you just walk away.
Yeah, a bit of the joy left Lorelei's face, replaced with this just sort of tragic shock. She watches Reiko go. And then looks to Salem.
Emperor mentioned that she was with the Sanction.
Is she
Didn't
a
give us-
vampire too?
That's what I'm worried about, but I don't know. Didn't look like she had. a Daywalker amulet, but I don't know how many forms they can take.
Yeah, Lorelei frowns. She holds Salem's hands gingerly in hers.
Yeah, Salem raises her hand to press a kiss against her fingers. We're going on a date soon.
I would love
can't-
that.
Okay. I'll figure something out.
You really know how to treat me right.
Yeah. Drag you into the apocalypse and force you to road trip around fighting to the death. I am.
Oh, nonsense. There's no place I'd rather be.
Yeah, Salem just kind of weak smile. And then,
I mean
I think-
it. Before, when I was just some rich, popular girl, I wasn't achieving anything with my life. Of course, nothing I did had consequence. Literally, in the way of rich people. And none of it had consequence. In terms of the things that really matter. But this gives me purpose. Everything matters.
We'll make it matter for sure. Let's just hope the consequences don't catch up to us too early.
Yep, she nods. And re-enters the van with Salem. You know, it's really not a van. Why did we start calling it the van?
I don't
Anyway,
know.
moving on.
It's the truck.
Yeah.
Like,
Bus
Indeed.
truck
it
thing.
needs a name. The bus truck thing that needs a name.
Yeah. So moving on to Ember. You went to Ingrid's room, eh? Yeah, so you entered to the sound of a lightly snoring Ingrid. She's adorable, but she really looks like she's been just kind of a piece of Play-Doh that just got fucking smacked by a toddler's hand. She's just crushed there on the bed.
I
It's like the
think
Yamcha death pose.
as her plate, and then another plate that she has covered with tinfoil, and she sets it on Ingrid's bedside table.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then
Ingrid.
she's going to sit on her bed and eat the rest of her breakfast in blessed silence.
Yeah, silence except for Ingrid's breathing. She continues to sleep. Okay, and what do you do once you're done eating?
I think we'll head out and see who's hanging out in the common areas.
Sure. In the makeshift living room. I suppose I'll randomize it. Unless you want to encounter someone specific. I'm rolling too small a die. Nope, never mind.
Randomize me, Captain.
Alrighty. God damn it. Alright, that person is in a pod. There we go, Ori. Got there eventually. Yeah, Ori's chilling out in the common space. I think she's, maybe sharpening the bayonet of her shotgun, which is, leaning against the wall.
Nice shotgun.
Thanks.
So
I
you
call
mind
this-
about my teeth?
What's that?
What?
Say again, Damon?
She said, I'd show you mine, but I'd have to whip out my teeth.
What the fuck? What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, she pulls the collar of her shirt to show the bite mark.
Oh shit. You some kind of werewolf?
Hellbeast, I believe, is what the hybrid is called.
Cool. That's cool as fuck. Okay.
Yep. It has all the benefits of being a normal werewolf and all the downsides. But one thing that kind of sucks is that it's also my demonic form.
Why does that suck?
Because there's a funny little thing about being a werebeast, and that's that you get a little angrier every time you transform.
Right. God, I'd be a total menace as a werebeast. I don't know how you people do it. I've got anger issues enough as it is.
Lots of marijuana. Yes, I do have some.
Yeah, I didn't mean to presume, but yeah, maybe we could smoke sometime today.
Absolutely.
Later, when the day's winding down,
Sure.
I gotta be focused today. Has younger Sato arrived yet?
Sato.
Yeah, Reiko showed up. I don't know. He shrugs. Apparently she's undead or something.
Or something.
I swear the Sato family is fucking cursed.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
it is always the good people who end up cursed.
Yeah. She goes back to sharpening her knife. Her expression a few shades darker.
Speaking of cursed bitches, how you doing?
Wow.
I was gonna say I'm cursed, but you'd be the first person to claim that I'm a good person.
Better than you were.
Yeah, well, whatever. Sure. Keep telling yourself that if it helps you sleep. I'm well, been better, been worse.
I'm gonna
I'm
bite
honestly
back
just
that intrusive thought.
uh-huh. I'm just expecting like a rock to fall on me or something because things are going way too good for me.
Me every
That's
fucking
funny.
day of my life.
I don't know. Just kind of got back with my ex, and well, I say got back with. We're not dating or anything, but we screwed, and now her
Situationship.
ex is. I guess you could call it that, sure. Anyway, now her ex is shooting me fucking demon eyes. No offense. So
It's a fun day to be you then.
fun, right? I know the thing about my situation is, if I don't play nice, if people don't like me, especially people like Anna, who can like, God, you weren't around when she like dismantled me, but she could end my whole career if she wanted to. And now I think I'm on her shit list. So maybe I should just
That's
talk with her.
Yeah.
hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say, if it was last night, I would say no. She seemed to be in a better mood the last time I talked to her, though. But you might have seen her more recently, and if so, she was glaring. But might be worth it to talk to her.
Yeah, I mean, communication is key, right? And I mean, we're all just one big family, uh, in a not incestuous kind of way.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll all just blow over.
yeah. I wouldn't. I wouldn't bank on that. I'd say talk to her, but maybe not. Today.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for the advice.
And I'm glad you're still with us. By the way, you were in a really, really and I know you're still in a bad spot, but you were in a really fucking bad spot when I talked to you in that dream.
Yeah, she kind of tilts her head. She definitely understands what you're referencing. Yeah. Thanks.
Stay with us, huh?
I'm trying.
Or else I'm gonna try to beat your ass again. Winks at her and then goes to turn to leave.
Hori just chuckles, shakes her head, and goes back to sharpening her knife. Her wrought iron knife. For those who don't know, her weapon, Panacea, the lightning shotgun with a wrought iron bayonet, or all of it is wrought iron, really. Feybane, anyway. Um, it was forged of a shotgun and her knife. You know, the knife, the pocket knife. And it still transforms back into that. Anyways, moving on. Who do I look back to? I don't know. Cyan, I guess.
Cyan is going to go talk to Amaya. Well, she's going to check if
Fantastic.
Amaya's doing well.
Oh, right, yeah. Maya just walked away from Reiko, and you followed her.
Yeah.
I think she kind of gets to her door, and as she's opening it, glances back and sees you, decides to lean in the doorway. What's up?
Hi. I just wanted to make sure everything was alright with you. Do you want to talk about how things are going?
Sure. Come in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she opens her door a bit wider. Oh, holy shit. It's a, like, fantasy princess bedchambers in here?
Ooh.
Everything, it really looks like you're in a castle all of a sudden. There's like freaking yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, she seems to take this in
Nice.
stride. Apparently, this is what she walked out of this morning.
Nice bedroom.
Yeah, thanks. I think it's definitely one of the cooler ones. If you ask me, anyway.
Mine hasn't changed yet. Anyways. Um.
Yeah, I'm okay. I guess. Still feels like a piece of me is missing, but I guess I'll get used to the feeling.
Yeah, I'd understand. You lost a pretty big part, even though it was a part you didn't want. Um, I wanted to thank you for always fighting with us.
Oh, you don't have to thank me for that. I'm here because I want to be.
Well, I mean, all others are gone now, so I thought I'd make sure you understood that we all appreciate that you shacked up with us and not some other idiots.
Yeah, she smiles genuinely. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's good to be acknowledged every once in a while. Even though when it
Yeah.
comes down to it, I'm mostly doing all this for myself. I mean, not in a selfish way exactly, but it's for me. What matters to me is that I impress myself, I think, in my achievements.
Selfish motives for good deeds are still good deeds.
Depends on who you ask. Yeah, she kind of adjusts the corner of the of the sheets on her white canopy bed. It's all like lacquered white with golden fixtures. The sheets themselves, this lovely pure white.
Soft is the bed.
Really soft. Actually, hop on, give it a whirl. Why don't you?
Cyan does the classic fall backwards onto the bed thing.
Yeah, that shit is plush. Goodness gracious. But like, not too plush. Like, it's not like you'd. I don't know. It's just perfect, is what I'm getting at. And the thread count is off the charts.
This is nice.
Right?
Yeah.
It's funny because I don't sleep well in this. Not that I sleep well in anything.
What do you think would make you sleep better?
I don't know. 10 years of therapy?
Damn. Hmm.
I think that's kind of the irony of this room. Doesn't really matter what I'm surrounded with. I'm still me. A soldier, I guess.
Have you slept well at all recently? I mean, random day.
I suppose you aren't asking about last night, because you know that
Mm,
I mean, you could infer that I didn't sleep well last night.
yeah. Sorry about that.
You were all very loud. It's alright. Guess we just had to break the place in.
Yeah, sorry about you having to deal with all that noise when you were so exhausted.
Honestly, I was kind of jealous. It's not like I wasn't really in the mood that night, but everyone else was, and I felt like everyone was on a different wavelength than me.
Yeah, I'll get that. I mean,
Just a weird feeling when everyone else catches a vibe and I'm just not there yet.
yeah, I kinda had to force it in my own head to really put it together that, like, that was what I was gonna do. Because, like, it isn't an automatic thing for me. I just not wired that way. I just had to. Well, other things were going on, and that's how it went.
You, so why'd you do it then?
Mm.
Like, what does
I
sex mean to you? Sorry if that's too personal a question. I'm trying to figure it myself out, right?
Something I didn't put together until recently is that I mean, the most simple form that I got from, of all things, that other invading force in my head, is that it does feel good when you do it, right?
Yeah.
But everything leading up to that can be confusing and hard, and maybe you don't exactly want it. Maybe you don't, feel the need to go out your way for it. But
Yeah, exactly.
if you know that the end point is gonna feel good, you can kind of just get through those intervening bits and just get to that, the distraction,
Hmm.
I mean, that's more how I thought I was gonna go into it last night, and then I got like super high on vampire blood. And then everything else from there was kind of just like, well, what seems like the most obvious next step.
So sex is a distraction for you?
Um, hmm. It's a lot of things. It's a distraction. It's enjoyable. Like, I wouldn't say food's a distraction, but eating good food's still good, right?
Right.
I wouldn't say that, like, a good drink or even drugs are particularly a distraction. It's seeking out something that gets your brain to not be sad.
I get
And
that.
I was
But that's
just,
not what sex is to me at all.
what is it to you?
Huh. It's kind of this thing that I haven't gotten it to work right. I mean, I've got the mechanics of sex down, but I want it to be God. I want it to be fantastic. And I mean that as in like a fantasy, right? I want
Nothing will
I
ever
want a
beat the image you
romance.
have in your head.
Yeah, exactly, right? I want a romance that's so big it can't fit in this room. That's that I can't describe. Because everyone keeps, I don't know, talking about love and it's just beyond words. And then these romance movies, the way the music swells, these epic love songs, everybody's talking about it. It's all anyone's thinking about, finding that great love. And I want for sex to be the crystallization of that. The
Embodiment?
yeah, just a true expression of love.
Hmm. Well, I mean, first things first, did you really feel in love with the other people you've done it with? I mean, I don't want to be mean about it, but like,
I felt something for both of them. Sebastian and Paisley, right?
yeah,
I don't know. It's I don't know if I feel what they feel. I don't know if I feel what anyone does.
I I get it. It took me. I don't know if what I feel is even actually love, but all I know is that it hurts a lot when people break up with you. And what I'm doing right now isn't very love focused.
Hmm.
But I get trying to figure out what love is. I mean, I didn't feel it until I didn't feel it until I was pretty much halfway through my early days with Oriana.
Yeah, she
I
nods.
It was something about how I was helping them and they loved me for it that I just something about that made me obsess.
I've never been obsessed for someone like that. Maybe for a moment. Maybe for a moment, like with Paisley down in the fields of Elysium. But
Mm.
it's the biggest feeling I got, and it only lasted for a moment. I'm
I
sorry about your breakup, Cyan.
yeah, I when I first had that feeling, I kind of grabbed onto it, throttled it, and then propped up its corpse in front of me so that I'd never stop feeling it. I don't know if that ever worked for you or if you even want to do something like that. But
No. No, I'm done with lies. I'm done with lying to myself about my everything. I want something real and true now.
I'm not I'm not lying to myself. Definitely not.
Sorry, I mean, the way you put it. What kind of corpse did you prop up? Maybe the
I,
metaphor got lost in translation.
maybe I went a bit too far. I'm mostly in love because I really want to be. I didn't let go of that feeling because I wasn't like searching for it specifically. I don't know. I doubt that would work for you. It just worked for me. I was able to just.
Yeah, I want to be in love so bad, but it hasn't happened yet. I guess I
Yeah.
only really tried once, or I guess twice. If you count two people at the same time as twice.
Hey, come down, sit on the bed next to me. No need for you to stand there looming over me.
Alright. Yeah, she does.
Alright, so. Do you hate doing the casual stuff?
If it doesn't mean anything, I don't think it's worth doing.
Okay, so you think that it's not worth anything if it doesn't mean anything. But how can you find anything that means something if you don't like find it first? Because it
I mean,
kind of
if I.
sounds like you're thinking about giving up when.
No. No, no, no. I mean, it's about intention, right? Like if you go into something thinking it's alright, this is just a hookup, what's the point? I mean, to me personally, right? I don't like casual sex.
So you want to
or
go
any
into
kind of casual
something.
intimacy.
You want to go into something hoping for the best, trying to see if it will go somewhere.
Exactly. And really striving for that, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I went into my last two relationships, hoping that it would. Cyan shakes her head. Anyways, I think I've called off relationships personally for a while.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's your right.
What are you like in people, actually?
I don't really know. I think. I'm still figuring it out, right? Sebastian and Paisley were the first people I dated. I guess I liked
Yeah.
Sebastian because he's. Well, because he's like me. Um, and he's competitive, not afraid to tell it how it is. He's a gentleman, honestly. I like that he has manners and a particular way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he knows what he wants, and he's not afraid to say it.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of like puts a hand to her chest and looks down for a second. Nothing. You know, this is the part in a romance movie where, I'd start smiling and beaming and
Romance
be like,
movies
oh
aren't
shit, no.
real.
I know.
You don't have to feel disappointed because it didn't work out. You don't have to. I mean, you still can. Just don't feel like you need to treat it like a mistake or something.
Okay. Anyway, I might not have fallen in love with them, but yeah, I admired those qualities.
I know that things didn't go great with Ingrid.
No.
Hmm.
Yeah, this actual weird, awkward silence falls over the conversation.
Well, I mean, that makes two of us.
Oh yeah, you did date Ingrid for a second. Tried to.
Yeah, one
You
day,
told me about that.
it was. I was still a bit too scared of everything.
Right. For me, my thing with Ingrid, I guess it was just an experiment that failed. I He just seemed so fascinated with me, and I really tried to match her energy. I guess I just failed. And then it turned toxic.
I mean, at least it didn't go on for too long.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew when to call it off. Same way I knew when to call off my polycule, thruple,
Well,
whatever.
that means that when it comes to relationships, you are very smart. I
Yeah,
never
I
know
mean,
when to call the damn things off.
hmm. No, I just respect myself too much to let people play with my feelings or No, when it should be over, it's over.
Yeah, I've always asked the other person to decide.
Why,
I don't
Cyan?
think
You deserve the best. I don't think you should leave yourself hanging like that, you know?
I just. Once I had it, I never wanted it to end. But, like. I'm. Cyan actually starts crying a little bit. I'm the worst.
Yeah, Maya first puts a hand on Cyan's shoulder and then thinks better of it and just hugs her.
This with Oriana, I just. You know how Oriana is, and something about that and how I am just didn't work. Even with this me, I doubt it'll work, which is why I'm not getting her hopes up. And then with Anna, I just was a constant disappointment.
Is that really how you felt when you were with Anna?
Not always, but every time I failed, I was just failing her, failing myself, kept messing up. And it was always a promise to her that I wouldn't hurt myself or put myself in unneeded danger or.
I think this is all just a sign that you weren't ready, Cyan. And that's okay to not be ready. It's a huge responsibility to be someone's partner. I,
Here I was trying to cheer you up, and now you're.
don't be silly. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. I just.
Yeah, she hugged Cyan tight.
Anyways,
Hey, do you want to help me style my hair a little?
hairstyling?
Yeah, I know. I don't imagine you're an expert exactly, but
Well, I
not exactly
mean,
going for a clean cut.
I'm not her, but I do remember a lot of the shit that other me did, and. Well, most of it, actually. And how she does it, and she's pretty good with hair. Yeah, I could definitely help. How do you want to do this?
Right. It's it's less a specific cut and more just a vibe. Yeah, so
Which vibe?
Amaya takes Cyan's hand and leads her over to this huge full-length mirror and begins to describe what's going on. Gives her a pair of golden scissors and sets a chair in front of the mirror. And we sort of enter a bit of a montage, and that's where we're going to cut away from Cyan. To perhaps it's time for the Sato sisters to reunite.
Yes. I've survived this long into the night for this.
All right, awesome. Yeah, sorry to keep you waiting. Maybe we should have front-loaded your scenes. I forgot
No,
that
it's,
you
it's
had to go.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
In one more hour.
Oh dear.
No, I'm kidding. All right, yeah, let's do this. So yeah, I think she just kind of walks in and she's calling into the forest. I
Yeah,
think she doesn't. They were calling into the. No, she was in the building, right?
yeah, an abandoned building. It looks to be an ancient sawmill.
Yeah, so I think she just like walks in the front door and just shouts, Asuna, you in here?
Yeah, immediately you hear a sound in the rafters, a creak of a rusty metal beam. Asana lands with a small thump, a natural agility. She rises to her feet immediately and walks up to you with this fast walk, a strange speed, her neck sort of craned forward and hunched down. And then when she sees it's you, she assumes a slightly more natural posture. She looks horrified to see you.
Yeah, I think now that she sees Asuna, she does begin tearing up and she goes in for a hug.
No, no, no! She hugs you.
Yeah. I'm-
Not you too. Not you too. Her bloody tears are getting on your clothes.
It's it's
She
okay.
sobs openly.
It's
It's not okay.
it's I know it's not okay, but I mean it's
You died.
yeah,
I could smell it instantly. That you're not food. Fuck.
it happened shit. Yeah, it happened 2 months ago.
How did you die?
I should probably just tell you the full story. Right?
Yeah, she finally lets go of Reiko and meets her eyes. Asana's eyes are all bloody with her tears.
Yeah, I think she sees like immediately like shame and like Enrico. Um okay. So there was a night one of some of my friends I know you I'm not supposed to go out in Boston because all the laboratory shit, but my friends convinced me. I, s- um, and I got there, and a vampire kind of forced the ichor onto me.
Do I know him?
I don't know. I don't know. They got
Yeah,
me.
Reiko. They called him. Well, shoot, I'm a little underprepared. You know how we're gonna do this actually? So, all right, you have flashbacks of this man, um, tall, dark, and handsome. A let's see, a Caucasian vampire, perhaps looking to be in his sort of middle to late 20s. Um, finely dressed, usually in a pinstripe suit. When shit got serious, well, also just generally, he would toy with this hammer, like just a genuine workman's hammer. I've just sent reference images of this character. You knew he was a Cambion in addition to being a vampire, by the horns that he'd let out whenever he was in good company. He always wore red tinted glasses. A little bit, I mean, Fenna would also wear red tinted glasses, just mentioning. Um, Now, the way we're gonna do this is I'm gonna ask everyone what this guy's street name was. Any ideas, folks?
I mean,
What do they call him on the streets?
Oh, the something butcher, right? Or like the
No, one word.
oh, one word? Okay, they called this guy
Like, hash, slick, etc.
right, okay.
Or they,
Um,
they might have called him slick. I mean, his hair looks slicked back, right? Horns. Doodle.
what about Big Red or like Red or I don't
Big
know
Red.
how tall is
Big
he?
Red is kind of fun. Any other ideas? And I'm sorry to break up this emotional scene with this, but like, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
bad,
severely
maybe not for
underprepared.
the name. Um,
Called him Four Eyes because he always wears his red glasses.
how arrogant is this guy?
Extremely.
Maybe he literally called himself the devil.
The devil. Fuck yes. No, yeah, the devil. That's what they call him. I love that so much. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so cutting back into the scene.
Yeah, he called himself the devil.
Seriously?
Yeah, there was a tad much, but he
That's
was
the kind of
kind of
company you were keeping?
no. I didn't want to. He went once. I swear, I went once, and they forced the ichor. And then they got me hooked, and then I couldn't stop. And then
Asuna gives out this groan or sob. Um, she clutches your hands and I mean, she's gonna fall to her knees if you don't do something.
yeah, she catches her.
Well, you try.
Yeah.
Roll vigor.
Uh,
Do you have skills?
she does have skills. They're just not
Okay,
very strong.
great.
14.
That's enough. You hold her up, but she's basically gone limp.
Yeah, I
Um,
see. Yeah, there's kind of sends a shiver down her spine seeing her sister like this, but she continues. Um, it was about 2 months ago, and I don't know what happened. The guy just snapped or something. At first, I thought, he wanted me to have sex with him, but then I don't know. It just ended with him uh, coming at me with his claws, and I couldn't fight back. And I don't know. He buried me in some ditch in the woods.
Asuna cries silently.
And then an angel came, and my son was some kind of deaf dream, I guess, and told me I had some kind of purpose. And I kind of crawled out of my grave as a ghoul. And then, so, yeah, I mean, fuck. And then, yes, just 2 days ago, that they gave me a divine shard, and the angel came back. It gave me a divine shard, and now I'm a Nephilim. Um, I know this is a fuck ton. Um,
Asuna looked taken aback when you said you're an FLM. Just, I don't know, somehow on guard.
yeah, I don't know. Just I don't even know what. I I would have reached out when it first happened, but
It's a shame.
I know just what happened to you. It
It's a shame.
would have.
I get it. I get it,
It,
Reiko. Yeah, she hugs her again.
it,
I get it.
I'm sorry. It, I couldn't bring myself. Then fucking Angel, and then I mean, that's why I'm here. Is this?
You're here because I set a certain example.
No, no, that's no.
I know, you've never been much one to follow in my footsteps, but in the ways that matter, maybe.
No, I mean, no, I mean, what happened to me was different, right? I mean,
There aren't
I'm
any coincidences left in this world, Reiko.
no, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, and I'm, in spite of all of this, I'm doing well. I am. I just hope you are. I mean, after everything you've been through, I think you need. I should have come home months ago. Shouldn't have even fucking left. Right? I should have stayed for you. Right? And
If you'd stayed, you might have died, and
oh, I
you know
mean,
what's been going on. There could have
yeah.
been any number of reasons for you to die. I God, this planet really is hell, isn't it?
Oh, it's not that bad.
It's hell.
Listen, listen. What matters is I'm still here. I mean, that's what matters to me, at least. And as long as we're both here, I mean, there's nothing that can stop us. I
Asuna
mean,
looks at Reiko with dull, lifeless eyes.
yeah,
I love you.
I love you too. I mean, I, listen, you gotta look on the bright side, right? I mean, I haven't had to sleep. I've gotten hella better grades. I mean, I've just been studying all the time. Gotta do more painting now than ever. I mean,
You're not even sure if your words are reaching Asuna right now.
yeah, she kind of just shakes her a little bit, like, make sure she's still with her. Like,
Yeah, there's a little glint of the tapetum lucidum in Asuna's eyes as she kind of comes back to consciousness. Sorry.
um, I get it. It's a lot to take in. But
I
honestly,
missed you
yeah, I
so
missed
much.
you.
Um, let's catch up.
Yeah. Oh my
Let's
god,
talk for a minute.
we should.
She finally lets go of Reiko and sits down on the floor.
Yeah, she'll sit down next to her. All right, what do you want to talk about?
Everything. Fill me in on everything.
Yeah, I mean,
And I think that's a good
yeah.
place to cut the scene.
Yeah, I think she'll just. Yeah, I think basically she goes on a gigantic, almost breathless rant about her past year. Probably stops a few times to just type pop in random topics.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, Asuna listens to it all with this real loving attentiveness. It doesn't matter what you say, she's interested to hear it because she loves you. And she, for just a minute, Asuna pretends at some level of normalcy in this relationship, in this world. Just catching up with her sibling who's been gone for a while. Just listening to whatever she has to say. And Earth is hell. That sticks in your head. That
Yeah.
Asuna said this planet really is hell. What the fuck does she mean by that?
Yeah, so she keeps it as the most positive way she can, the conversation.
Great.
We go. And then, yeah.
Asuna doesn't say much except to, you know, carry on the conversation and encourage you to say more. But when it does come to be her turn to speak, she, catch you up on what she's been up to. She really just doesn't have much to say. I think she promises to catch you up properly later, but right now she just isn't really in the mood.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And
We won't press it.
and then she encourages you to head on back to the van. She was happy for your company, but ultimately she did come to the sawmill to be alone. And she'll be back to the van soon as well, in less than an hour.
Okay. Yeah, she gives her sister like a final like parting like really deep sisterly hug and then heads out. Yeah. Heads back to the van.
Yeah, and you glance back into the sawmill as you're leaving, that unnatural red glint in Asuna's eyes. What has she become?
Yeah, I think this I think there's a little chill from that, but also immediately her first thought is there's nothing. Her older sister is strong. She can get through this.
Tell yourself whatever lies you have to, Reiko.
That is the lie she's going to choose to tell herself. And then she'll head back. With that, that is very well past my bedtime. Good night.
All right, good night. I love saying shit like that just as narrator, like, tell yourself whatever lie you have to. Get a real kick out of that.
Oh god. You rub salt in the wound, Kasha.
That's my specialty. You're all my masochists. Anyway.
Advertising abuse, something clapping.
How you should address us at the
Oh, I'm
beginning of
clapping those cheeks. All right. Sorry, what?
That's how you should address us as the at the beginning of sessions, not welcome adolescents. Welcome masochists.
Welcome, my subs. Anyways, Holy hell, that was. Yeah, I've taken a few notes. And asanas. Anyway, moving on. To whomst? To whomst? Salem or our good friend, what's it, Ember?
What about
He does Ember have more
Cyan?
I have stuff for Salem to do, but I feel like Ember we've seen least of, so if Damien wanted to go first.
I think Ember is
Mm-hmm.
gonna hang out until Ingrid wakes up, so that way she can talk to Ingrid about what went on in the tail end of last night.
Sure. Yeah, I suppose, Jesus, I mean, Ingrid literally didn't sleep until the point where, like, people were already having breakfast. Like, are you gonna wake her up, or...
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like she's gonna sleep soundly for 10 hours. So,
Damn.
This is what happens when you let her fuck until 7 a.m.
yeah, for real.
This is what happens.
Well, she has the pod to keep her company. Her sister is equally asleep.
Just a pair of beepy girls in a wakey world.
Yeah, just ignore the horrific things that happen in this room. Right in front of my pod! Right in front of my salad!
I like to imagine it's like a coma state, right? Where heart's
Oh
back
god,
up.
you see what's happening?
Fuck around and find out.
Dear God, Delia saw Ember dick down Dawn.
Ah! So, where do you go, Ember? Who do you want to talk to?
Ember. I think we're gonna go see Amaya.
Sure. Hey, you know what?
Oh, Cyan's there.
Yeah, suppose you, like, knock on Amaya's door and, I suppose Cyan answers it.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Yep.
Hey, I was just coming to pop in, reintroduce myself to Amaya after such a long time.
Mm-hmm. Glancing
Yeah,
inside,
I'm
you see that
just,
Amaya's gotten dressed for the day, and she looks a bit different. Yeah, go on.
I was just helping Amaya out with her hair.
Oh, cool. Mind if I have a look?
Amaya, that all good with you?
Yeah, come right in. Yeah, she's not. She smiles every once in a while, but I don't know. She's not really smiling too much. But she does seem very satisfied and really into her new look as she is wearing this big, how do I put this? Very loose, ruffled shirt. Something you'd see in a Shakespeare production, really. Um, she's got like a few sheaths at her hip, wearing tight black pants, and her hair looks like that. Um, a little wild, a little. I don't know. I almost want to say Arya Stark, but that's not really accurate, is it? But that's the vibe, right?
That's a good look.
Thanks. I think so too.
I like it. I like it a lot. It's very in charge.
Yeah, she nods. Somebody's got to be.
I'll say. I've been trying to figure out who's supposed to be leading things around here, and
This group doesn't really do leaders. I'm not sure if that's entirely healthy for it,
it's gotten you this far. Ember leaves up in the air whether that's a good thing or not.
I guess. Or maybe it's... Nah. I don't know
Good
anymore.
luck
All I
getting
know
there.
is...
Oh,
Yes.
Good
look,
luck getting any of us to agree.
behave won't be me. I don't bow to authority at the best of times. Still, as long as we're all working toward the same thing.
Right.
What was it you wanted to ask? Do you want me to, like, leave or something?
No, I just came to check in, reconnect, talk, hang out.
Ah, right.
Yeah, you're welcome here.
So,
Kamaya kind of like ruffles her hair a bit. She keeps looking at herself in the mirror. She's kind of obsessed with this look. Adjusts her sleeve.
Ember, I think, would sort of approach, looking like Adamaya through the mirror.
Yeah, she
Really?
meets your eyes. For... I don't know, it might be strangely uncomfortable the amount of eye contact she'll make in this moment. There
I
isn't
think
anything portrayed on her face, emotionally speaking. She just looks.
Ember, I think, meets the stare and just unbaffled by it. There's something devilish dancing in the back of her eye. I also felt it good to let you both know that should you need to find me in the full moon, don't.
You're a werebeast.
Yep. Got bit a little over a month ago.
That's new.
Well, that sucks.
Eh, kind of. If for me, it's more of an inconvenience because I carry around with me my anti-lunacy prevention measure.
That's good.
But yeah,
And I trust you to keep a lid on it. The rage, the hunger.
that's the funny thing about being a demon. When I want to, my will is unbreakable.
If you say so.
I'm also careful not to put myself in situations where I think the beast is going to get tempted in multiple angles.
Good. You seem to have a good head on your shoulders.
I have to. My beast breathes fire.
It's funny, because I feel like you've chilled out since I last saw you.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd more accurately fit out my name. Embers. Burn low, but burn real hot.
So you think you're hot shit. She smirks.
What was your first clue? Just like a little twirl. Hey, listen, I got 3 forms that are literally on fire.
Alright, hot stuff. Cool your jets. She
The heat puns, they're killing me. We need to cool off. I missed you, Amaya. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. Not sure if I'd say I missed you though.
That's
She pats her on the shoulder. So, yeah, welcome to the squad.
yeah, thanks. I've tried to keep up with I was trying to keep up with all the crap you guys were going through. But there got to a point where I'm like, you know what? I'll just ask the next time I talk to them.
Sorry, I skipped a
It's
beat. What did you just say?
fucked, yo.
She's talking about how she tried to keep up with the news on all of the fucked bullshit that this group
Right.
got.
Anything in particular you need catching up on?
So there were priests of Dagon attacking Havelock.
That's right, 3 of them. Lazaro de la Mar,
Yeah.
Tuvier Desjardins, and Hash, also known as Henrik Rokyar.
You don't need to
The
tell me
Nazi
who Ash.
bitch.
You definitely don't need to tell me who Ash is.
She nods a serious look, steely in her eye.
Yeah, Ember meets her back with a familiar-looking gaze. The gaze of someone who has been fighting in this war for just as long, just on a different battlefield.
Game recognized game. So you...
Been working for the Sanction in Boston.
Of course. Okay. That's going to be important, I'm sure. That connection, that information.
Territory.
You know about Dakota's plan with Dagon?
Somebody told me the gist of it after she had already driven off to perform it.
If Carnival pulls it off and consumes Dagon, his cultists are going to scatter like roaches when you turn on the lights, and that's when they're easiest to squash.
Yeah.
I want to
Anybody
coordinate a strike at the same
comes in.
time. We hit as hard as we can, whatever we can find, the biggest target.
Yeah. Sounds good.
We have to let them know that Havelock will be avenged.
I like the way you think.
Yeah, she nods. Really, because, my boyfriend found it kind of off-putting. Guess that's why I broke up with him.
Sounds to me like somebody who's not really ready to do what it takes to win.
Yeah, he was more interested in having fun.
Having fun is important, but we do gotta do a lot of shit.
See, Sebastian thinks like some kind of flashy duelist. I guess that was me at some point, but I'm ready to be a sergeant, a general. Whatever we need. Anyways.
Amaya, do you
Yep.
want to be in charge?
I think I should be. And
Also,
yes,
I regret the notion that you can't fight and have fun. I had plenty of fun last night.
I didn't
I
say
heard.
that. Also, yeah, we, everybody might have been a bit loud.
I don't know. I think people only heard half the shenanigans I got up to last night.
Whatever, I'm over it.
Yeah, that reminds me, I made that new group chat and I was, wondering, because nobody else responded, but, noise stuff. Should we just have one of the... Should we have, like, Ingrid and Salem make some kind of noise protection between the walls, or should we just use normal old foam padding?
I mean, having the abjurers do that over time as a process might be a good idea, but I don't know about doing all of that in one day.
Good point.
Yeah, I feel like let's just use magic. Let's not make it a whole construction project. It could take weeks if we actually try to do it mundane.
Yeah, probably.
Is doing it very carefully and very safely with magic only takes a couple of days at most.
Exactly.
I do think it's probably something that we should have to remember to turn on, just in case something like with what happened with Ison happens again. We can't have somebody getting hurt and then nobody knows because we can't hear shit through these walls.
What happened to Ison?
Somebody had some weird sleepwalking episode and attacked Ison. There was a whole thing of it.
Let's not be obtuse. It was Dakota. Sleepwalked and tried to kill him.
That's... What the fuck happened to her?
She's an Eidolon, like me. Apparently it fucks with your head.
Yeah. I mean, there's... She looks at Amaya with like a... Well, you're trusting me to control my beast.
You know what's
Don't worry, I think I've got a
special? I
handle on
fuck
it
with
now.
my own head.
Sure. Yeah, I think I've got a handle on it now. Now that I don't have any animal inside of me. Yeah, at first I was scared of that, but she just
You're
kind of
doing
makes
great.
this odd little grimace as she again looks at herself in the mirror. Not really sure how to continue that sentence, it seems.
You're doing great, Amaya.
Thanks. Really?
I mean, yeah. Considering everything going on, I'm doing a lot
Listen,
worse than you are.
there are people out there who lost a whole lot less than you guys have, and it turned their whole world upside down. So you're up. You're ready to get back to work. That says a lot about you, Amaya.
Be back to being weak again soon enough. I'm just really feeling myself right now. Yeah, she actually makes the widest smile that she's made thus far in this interaction. Um,
When are you referring to yourself as weak? I
I know throwing up that snake nearly broke me. Just reeling from it all night.
Yeah, that was like a massive change to your soul and shit. Like, last time I remember that happened with Salem, they had to get consoled by Lorelei for like 2 days. And that was a jelly bean sized thing, not like...
I'm hoping that... Look, I don't know what exactly came out along with the snake, but I don't miss it. Yet. I hope I never do.
I...
Maybe that's part of why I'm bouncing back so quick. Nothing of value was lost.
Maybe. Hey,
Did you use your woodwose form anyway?
I never used it. Once I tried and couldn't. Barely had any connection to that thing.
yeah.
There's this sort of, like, Amaya kind of bites her thumbnail and I don't know, her eyes just sort of wander off to the side.
Can
This,
I
what? Say again?
presence check that?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Can I as well?
Yes.
That's a crit failure.
Sure is. Gain 1 stress. 18, right. Yeah, Ember, you know, Maya doesn't believe what she just said. That, like, oh no, only the weakness went away with the snake. Like, she knows that she lost something important. But she's not going to try to get it back, whatever it is.
Even if she tried.
No, actually. No, she couldn't. Losing Woodwose is permanent. But she's stronger for it, right? No metal weaknesses. Now she's resistant to divine damage, and I mean, it's stronger. More fitting for a frontliner.
Right. Well, I'm gonna fox up and search the area around us, figure out some more about where we are, what sort of resources we have from the land. But if you want
Have
to
you
talk
tried
later,
checking
Amaya,
Google Maps?
I'm
No,
not talking about like the geographical area. I'm talking about like resources, like water and. Because I don't know about you, I'm not overflowing with cash, and there's only so much I can fit in my pockets to steal.
Oh, actually, we
Uh,
are overflowing with cash.
we have the infinite card.
Yeah.
Yogan, we get to use his piggy bank.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, remember? Anyways, you
Uh,
wanted to get bearings in the area, I guess? Yeah,
yeah,
makes
still good
sense.
to learn the area. So I'm gonna head out.
Oh, hey, Ember.
Yeah.
Do you still keep drugs?
I do. Oh, that's right, drugs. She reaches into her bag and pulls out something and hands it to Cyan. Don't know why you wanted
Only
it,
took
but
you. Only took you 2 years.
yeah, longest delivery.
How's that delivered?
I've never really been super high before. Do you want to do drugs tonight?
Sure. Yeah, we'll start you on something simple, I think, if you've never done it before.
Sure. I trust you.
Yeah. I'll see you later tonight.
All right.
And yeah, Ember, before she even gets fully out the door, like turns into this white fox, and her clothes seem to transform with her, and she disappears out the door.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know about doing.
The smoke is only present while she's transforming, but I just posted it.
Mm. What's that?
I don't know about doing hard drugs immediately with her. But I mean, I guess we do got time. When's a better time to do it?
Exactly.
Um,
Look, this war's probably gonna kill some of us, so I'm gonna live before I die.
yeah. Actually, something I wanted to ask you about, but Ember came in.
Mhm.
Uh, you remember that dream meeting all that time ago? The one with the fake me? I don't think I ever like properly asked you why you kissed that me.
Ooh. It's a dream, and it's been a while. Um, would it be weird to say that I don't remember?
No, that's fine. I mean, yeah, dreams. Forget that stuff all the time. Uh,
I wait. Why do you bring it up?
no, no reason. I was just
Oh God,
thinking
have you
about
been
it
trying
because
to send me signals?
kinda. I don't really. It's easy with some people.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
I'm flattered, honestly. Um,
Last
but
time
you're not
I was
really.
available and thinking about it, I mean you were dating Ingrid and anyways, it's nothing.
Right, I mean, I might reciprocate, but you just told me that you're not really doing relationships right now, and I'm definitely not into anything casual. If that's the kind
Right.
of signal you were trying to send.
Um yeah, I Cyan's face is a bit red. I guess it wouldn't be able to work because I just... Yeah, sorry. Forget I brought it up. Don't think, like, the entire thing of me coming to check on you was because I wanted to... I
Of
was
course not.
worried.
No, of course. We're still friends besides.
You're still the coolest girl I know.
Yeah, that catches her a bit off guard, and she smiles genuinely. Thank you.
Hmm.
Hey, if you really want to date me, just be ready for a real relationship. Tell me when you're ready.
I... Here I am thinking about throwing myself into another relationship. I am
You're not gonna do it
gonna
today,
hold
Cyan.
myself back. Yeah, I don't
Give it a
want to do
week.
that to myself so soon.
Or a week at
Anyways,
least. Please.
Kasha, how tall is Maya again?
Good question. I don't recall. I'm finding out now. Apparently it's important, so Maya is 5'9". Not bad.
Good bit taller than Cyan, 9 inches. Yeah, Cyan is kind of looking up at Amaya with like this partial glint of just like the admiration still deep down in there that Cyan has for Amaya. Damn it, I wish we could have hung out sooner.
Yeah, Amaya seems really flattered by the attention, but
Hey,
I can tell
can
she's...
you just... This is gonna sound really stupid. Even if it's like a lie or something, can you just tell me that I've done like a good job recently?
Amaya can't keep this kind of flash of pity out of her eyes. But she smiles. You have done a good job. And you're gonna keep doing a good job. Cyan.
Kasha, what would it be to roll to see if Cyan notices the flash of pity?
You notice it.
Oh. Yeah, so Cyan looks happy for a second, and the moment that flash of pity goes through Amaya's eyes, Cyan just... All honesty in her expression fades, but it's still the same expression. Thanks for everything, Amaya. Anyways, I'll leave you to your reflection, I guess.
Sorry that I couldn't give you what you wanted. Either of the things you wanted. You did a really good job with my hair, though. Seriously.
It's it's really pretty. I'm sure. Well, see you
I-
later.
Wait. This is wrong. I owe you. I owe you.
You don't owe me anything, Amaya. It's fine.
No, you gave me. You gave me something real here, and I couldn't return the favor, and that's wrong. Is there something else I
It's
can do for you, Cyan?
No, it's alright. I'm fine.
Even if it's just for my peace of mind. Okay, well, if there's nothing right now, I owe you a favor, okay?
It's alright. You don't have to worry about it. I'm helping out a friend.
And I want to help you out too.
I'll ask you, but don't treat it like it's some kind of transactional deal.
Sorry, it's just how my brain works.
Yeah, I'll get that. Just look, if I need some help, I'll ask you. I mean, you're there for like everyone. Look, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Before Cyan turns, Maya kind of takes a step closer and she takes Cyan by the shoulders and kisses Cyan's cheek, just like she did in the dream meeting. I don't know if y'all recall, but yeah, it wasn't a kiss on the lips in the dream meeting. I checked the thing.
Right, yeah, it was on the cheek.
She kisses her on the cheek. And it is, I don't know, I imagine it's quite adorable.
Um,
And yeah, and she smiles this gentle, friendly admiration in her eyes. And then she just nods and lets Cyan go.
yeah, Cyan is going to leave.
Fun. Salem?
I think that Salem is God. Yeah, they go back, they hang out with Lorelai for a little while, and then they need to talk to Oriana.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you find Ori in her room. Um, yeah, I think Pretty sure Ori had a room all to herself, yeah. You find her in her room, she's casting spells, and here's where we come to the fun part of the night. Where I roll spell tests to see how she's doing. Enchant
Oh
or creating a bunch
God.
of daggers. Yeah. I'll figure out what the materials were later, but basically she's excuse me, making a bunch of silvered and wrought iron, like daggers that are both Feybane and silvered. But this can't be true. Hang on a second. She doesn't have silver on hand here. Oh, but Amaya had some silver, didn't she? Yeah, whatever. I'll figure out the materials later. Right now, I'm just gonna cast some spells. Nailed it. Nailed it. Didn't nail that one. Okay, we're fine. Okay, number 4, fucked it up. Shit.
Oh God.
All right, great. So you're gonna walk in right as this is happening. That'll be a 3 for the good old-fashioned body maledict. You'll love to see it. 3 on body is defaced. You'll love to see it. A debuff, you say? Very well then. 2 days of debuff. Oofy. Okay, I see what's happening here. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna roll the debuff. So we got a 7, that'll be vocal damage. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Smoky
Yeah.
voice.
So just as you're walking in, Ori looks to be enchanting some sort of item. She fuses together a wrought iron object and a silvered object. I don't know what they are exactly. And neither do you, because she fuses them together, creating an elegant dagger, which is kind of one side being silvered, the other side being wrought iron. And as she does so, you can tell she fucked up that spell because she starts coughing just as you're walking in.
Yeah, I think Salem's demeanor immediately serious. Walks in, kind of swings the door behind them. Hey, what's it?
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh,
Yeah.
just fucked up that spell a little bit. Kind of shot through my throat a bit. I'm alright.
Okay. You good? You need water or something?
I've got water.
Grab your. Okay.
Like she's trying to clear her throat. She drinks a bit of water and okay. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. I came to talk, but if that's going to be a problem.
No, I can talk. Here,
Okay.
sit down on my floor.
Oh, thank you. A most generous offer. Salem
Sorry,
plops
there
down
isn't
on the
any
floor.
furniture really. Still waiting on that.
No, I getcha. No worries. Um, I mean, it's kind of. It'd be a lie to say that I just came to check in, but I do want to do that first.
Okay, well, I mean, you must be curious about the cyan situation, right?
Trying not to say it, but yeah, just a little bit.
Uh, I mean, the main thing that's made me regret it is Anna. I mean, I feel kind of guilty about putting her in this situation, and then Cyan being high and making it all awkward. It's like,
No, I getcha. At least it wasn't cheating, right?
yeah.
I don't think Oriana knows about the cheating, does she?
About the Paisley thing? No.
I mean, Salem was more referring to the conversation that happened in the dream.
Right. Right.
Which one?
The interview with Pan when Oriana and Cyan had like a weird thing about the cheating.
I don't remember the weird thing about the cheating, but okay, I'll take your word for it. Same reaction either way, so.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm fine. Uh, I'm fine. I guess it's just kind of a classic, like she's rebounding to her ex type situation, and I'm the lucky ex.
EU. But is it actually going to be lucky in the long term?
I keep saying that I'm gonna regret this, but I keep not regretting it. So
You're gonna regret this for sure, man.
yeah,
And it's not coming from like a place of judgment. I'm just worried. I get it.
Salem. I love her.
I know.
I can't just keep ignoring that.
I know. Like I said, I get it. But I don't know. I'd be a hypocrite if I told you, just power through it, or, think of the social order of the group.
And those wouldn't work on me anyway, so.
No, they wouldn't.
Jesus, I really sound like I've really sound like I've been smoking since I was 3.
You do. Don't you quit.
I did.
Gotcha. No. Alright. Just promise me you're not going to bottle it up. And, if you need to talk, you'll talk.
Okay, I'll talk right now.
Yeah.
I feel like I owe a great karmic debt, and the earth is gonna swallow me up anytime now. And honestly, if it did, I would invite it. Not just because I deserve it, but because I want it.
That's unfortunate because the Earth is at the moment trying to swallow us up.
Right? Shitty timing.
Unfortunately for you, I need you above ground.
Oriana's door opens.
She looks.
Cyan is slightly sniffling and walking straight towards her.
Cyan. Tries to clear throat again, not to no effect. Hugs Cyan. What's wrong?
Hey. Nothing.
Come on, you can tell me if you want.
Just...
Yeah, she's very physically familiar with Cyan. Like brushes some hair out of her face and behind her ear, touches her cheek and all. Just not shy about doing that in front of Salem at all.
How useless am
Not at all. I I find you extremely helpful and useful.
I?
So does everyone, I think.
Do I just attract pity?
What are you talking about?
Cyan just hugs Ori quietly.
I don't pity you.
Yeah, Salem is just looks a little awkward, is looking anywhere but the two of them at the moment.
Hi, Salem. How's it going?
Rough day.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry about the whole Reiko situation.
yeah.
We'll make the best of it.
We need to talk soon about the shard we have.
Yeah, official. Make it official. The plan?
Yeah. Yeah, I, which plan?
Turn it into a weapon.
Right. So I can't hurt anyone.
Not just about that.
You know,
You should
I
be.
love this room right now. You guys are some of my favorite people. I love both of you. Seriously.
Love you too. I actually came to talk about a different weapon as well, but I think that can probably wait. If you guys need time.
Yeah,
No,
maybe,
I can just. Cyan just crawls up on Ori's bed, takes Ori's hand, puts it on top of her head, and then closes her eyes. I'll just
okay,
leave
yeah,
it
let's,
like this.
of course.
Are you sure?
Hey,
I mean,
here.
we have.
Yeah, Ori maneuvers a bit, just puts Cyan's head in her lap. So she can just kind of brush her hair with her fingers.
What's the weapon you want to talk about?
An end to things like proofless. I need a transmuter to help me, though. I really.
I wonder if there are any in this very room.
Yeah, strange. Look,
That can't be right.
I'm trying
Alright.
to create a weapon that's keyed to only me. A
You want to
weapon
key
that.
proofless to only you?
Well, sort of, but no. Yes and no, I guess. Look, what I
Sounds
want.
like a bad idea, honestly.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
I want to create a weapon that's like the car switchboard that you can socket, like, magic items into and out of. Change the
Oh,
weapon, improve it. Hopefully have more
okay.
than one at a time. And then I'm pretty sure with diabolism I can boil down proofless into such an item.
Like different fighting modes in a video game.
Pretty much.
I could see all
Okay.
sorts of downsides arising from having a modular item like that.
Yeah.
I'm all ears.
I mean, it's kind of the reason why other people don't make modular items, right? Just make it one solid thing so that, you know, pieces don't fall out or malfunction on their own or, you know,
If
kind of add complications to the overall thing.
if
Well,
I
that's the
was to
whole.
give an example, once you make a magic item split up like that, you can teleport the parts rather than just the whole thing.
My bigger worry is that I want to continue to add pieces onto it, and I don't want it to spoil the whole thing.
I don't think you should put all of your eggs in a singular sword-shaped basket.
Nobody else is going to be able to use it. I plan on using a feather.
I don't think the issue is that nobody else can use it. I think the issue is that you're putting a lot of resources into a single thing, and that single thing can, like, break.
Things can be repaired.
Maybe,
Things can
but
also get fucked up by corruption and complications and
yeah.
maledicts and shit. Like, if that clown is in your sword when you fuck up a spell that you're casting through the sword, I don't know. I wouldn't trust that clown to not attach to you.
Yeah.
I'm not planning on making it into a focus.
You know what I mean.
Okay.
Magic is fucky like that.
Can you help me or not?
Yeah, I'll help you. So long as you understand the risks.
I know. Obviously
Yeah,
not
I'm
today.
not. I've paid my debt to you. I'm keeping all the cool shit that I find from now on to myself.
Same.
She kind of glances between the both of them.
What?
Oh, nothing. Alright. I'll have to do it tomorrow. Today, my job is making Amaya some knives.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh. Maya asked
Oh.
you to make some knives?
Yep. Check it out. Yeah, she shows you one of the daggers. Really lovely. Finely crafted as per Amaya's little blueprint. I think maybe Amaya made like a lovely little drawing of one with colored pencil and everything. They're all identical, all one edge silvered, the other edge wrought iron.
They look pretty.
Yeah, we're gonna enchant the heck out of all of them. Next up, a few telekinetic enchantments so they can like float around, return to her hands, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that all makes a lot of sense considering throwing a knife like she's been doing recently. I imagine she hasn't been getting them all back.
Yeah, we're gonna make 8 of them.
Hmm.
I mean, did you get done today?
Yeah, I can get it done. I just need a breather.
Do you
Just be
want help?
careful.
I
Thorn
mean,
is contacting us soon.
All right, I won't. I won't strain myself too hard.
Okay.
I mean, the throat thing probably. Uh. All right, I'll find Asuna later. She's a transmuter too. Maybe she can help me
Awesome.
with the rest.
yeah,
Just be gentle.
Yeah.
I know Reiko was on her way to go talk to her.
yeah,
Oh shit.
I should go check on her. I need to
Yeah,
make sure
Reiko's
everyone's.
Cyan, how about you lie
Reiko's.
down for a little while? I'll check on Asuna.
Okay, Salem.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What were you saying about Reiko?
You know she's undead, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there is pain in Salem's eyes.
There's understanding in Ori's, and she just gives you a nod that says, "Do what you gotta do."
All right. We'll take care of each other. Try not to do anything. Well,
No promises, Square.
Yeah. Oh God. That's, I hate that that's getting to be true. Someone starts walking for the door. Speaking of being
Yeah.
a Yeah, speaking of being a square, everyone should probably be sober when we have that meeting about what to do with the shard.
What? Does that include me?
I'm not a cop, so that's just my recommendation.
All right, go do your thing, Salem.
Cyan.
Yeah.
Ori can see that Cyan looks pissed before closing her eyes and then just. Yeah, Salem, you're probably right. I shouldn't be. Like this.
Look, us miscreants need some privacy, so yeah, she kind of shows you out the door.
Yeah. I don't need details. Salem leaves.
You don't want to watch? Yeah, she slams the door. Yeah, and then Ori.
You want them to watch?
I mean, anyone would do, right? But that would be kind of hot, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah, sorry about my voice, by the way. I fucked up a spell. Just feels like a sore throat.
Your voice sounds more like mine now.
What? Shut up.
My smoker voice. You know? I got years on you, kid.
Yeah, you do. Hey, what got you so down, Cyan? Come on.
I
She
just.
takes Cyan's face in her hands.
I was talking to Amaya earlier, and. Well, I guess right before coming in. And. I really am just let down.
Huh. Is that really how you feel? About yourself?
I wish I
And
was better.
okay, but I mean that literally. Is that how you feel about yourself? Do you let yourself down?
Yeah, a lot actually. I used to be a lot better about living up to how I wanted to live, but now I'm.
Okay, then you need to start impressing yourself again, Cyan. I mean, forget about what other people think about you. You don't need their pity, their scorn, whatever they have to offer you. Your opinion about yourself, your original opinion, should be what matters.
But I'm not really myself anymore, right?
Well, whatever you are, it's you, alright? Whatever you're becoming, become something that you're going to be proud of. That's what I'm getting at. Like, you can't undo a fuck up 9 times out of 10, right? But, I mean, it's not like anybody's trying to block you out or anything. It's not like you're running out of chances.
It's kind of why I've not used chronomancy to undo things. After what happened with Lacey, I started thinking that my interventions just made things worse. You
That's
know,
definitely not true.
We nearly didn't have her go into the palace with the rest of us.
Right.
She was gonna stay, figure things out with her other half, and I just selfishly cast magic so we could not go down that path. Because I thought her having to deal with that Fae thing and figuring that out in Avalon was the worst thing that could happen to her.
I think you're right. Look, in Avalon, Lacey took my curse, and in doing so, she hurt me in a way that I can never forgive her for. But you prevented her from hurting everyone else that bad too. I truly believe that, from what I understand about the Snips timeline.
You know, I wish I could have helped more with everything going on with you back then. I really feel like I left you treading water.
Well, I got through it, surprisingly. And your help, I don't know. I don't think your help would have been the make or break, honestly. It's a mystery to me how I survived this shit.
Aren't you angry that I abandoned you, even though you said you wanted us to still be friends?
You needed space. No matter how badly I needed you, it wasn't my place to ask. Yeah, she looks a little misty-eyed now.
Is that why you didn't ask?
Hadn't it would have been so awkward to come crawling back to you and ask for, I don't know, attention. As if I hadn't asked enough of you already.
Never ask for anything back. You know that, right? You don't have to give me anything for me to care.
I know. I feel the same way about you. This is unconditional.
That's the best thing anyone's ever told me.
Yeah, a tear rolls down Ori's cheek, and she kisses Cyan on the lips.
Yeah, Cyan pulls her down.
What are you doing?
Hugging you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to get frisky with me again.
Oh, main depended on your reaction.
I was just surprised. Um,
Surprising person now.
okay, so are we doing this or what?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Take off my shirt.
I wonder, is now the best time?
You want it to be useful, right? I can use you again. Actually, I think I will. Yeah, she grabs Cyan's neck gently and brings her in for another kiss. You'd like that,
Cyan,
wouldn't you?
yeah. I do. Can
Sort
you,
of this devilish look in Ori's eye.
can you...
Can I what?
I think we might need to keep it down this time.
Oh, I actually have something for that. Didn't even think about using it last night. Yeah, she busts out a magic item. I don't remember the form it takes right now, but it is a silence aura type thing. Doesn't completely encompass the room. It's just a threshold type effect. A trick you can do with telekinetics is cancel vibrations. So, nothing outside can hear us right now.
It's really, really cool.
Thanks.
So,
Damn, Cyan. Yeah, she pins Cyan to the bed, still holding her hand on Cyan's neck.
you're
If only
so
you from, like...
excited.
Yeah, I was just thinking about you from, like, a year or two ago. Because if only she could see what I'm doing to you now.
She'd hate you. But she wishes she's me.
No, she doesn't.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe we could use chronomancy to ask her sometime.
Yeah, imagine
Seriously,
if there were
you...
two me's.
That would be fun. But did you seriously have a thing for me even back then?
Kinda. Yeah.
Huh.
Not exactly. I didn't know what the feeling was back then. To tell you the complete truth, I think it wasn't that I liked the humiliation, it was that I liked that someone saw me as worth it. Everybody else at school ignored me. Except a few. You hated me for some reason I don't even know. But you didn't ignore me. And I boiled with this bitterness, this anger, and this level of... I always hated that the bullying wasn't personal. I mean, you just spread some rumors. Never face to face, really. I thought I'd challenge you to a fight one time, but I never did. I mean, I'd win.
Cyan.
Yeah, this is ironic coming from the person being choked on a bed. But you
Hang on a
being on
sec.
top of me is really nice.
I'm about to show you what would have happened if we fought. So yeah, she kind of gets off the bed and struggles to get her pants off in kind of a hurry. How's this for face to face? And she sits on Cyan's face. And that's where we're gonna end that scene. We love our toxic Yuri. Alright.
It's so
Uh,
cursed.
as a nightcap, it is super cursed at this point. Like, what the fuck? It's great. It's peak. So Asylum scene for a nightcap. Who are you
Indeed.
going to meet? Because apparently it can't be Reiko. Yet.
So
Asuna.
Alright,
it could be Asuna. It could be something else.
What's the something else, Mike?
I like the sound of that.
What has been on Salem's agenda for a while is try to call Dream Meeting with Esme.
Oh, do it.
Yeah. So I think Salem really means to go talk to Asuna, but she just talked to Reiko. She probably needs a minute to herself, Salem tells themselves, not willing to admit that they're actually really fucking terrified of having any sort of conversation with Asuna right now.
Hmm.
So instead, Salem goes to their room
Mm-hmm.
and gets their, lays down in bed and uses their magic item
Mm-hmm.
to call a dream meeting with Esme. How does that go?
You can't. Well, okay, let me put it this way. The psychic signal does not reach her.
That's weird.
Same sort of thing that would happen if someone was under heavy wards or otherwise unreachable.
If they captured Esme, we're
Yeah, I think
fucked.
Salem, wringing their hands nervously, what to do. Need no Neuromancer. Dealey is in the pod. That means Isaac. And is gonna go find Isaac.
Sure. Yeah, you find Isaac. In his room, I think, doing a bit of maintenance, with like an open chest cavity and a mirror in front of him.
Hey,
Oh
can
yeah,
I come
what's up?
in?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're not exactly decent, but
Salem rolls their eyes and walks in. Uh,
so
God, I feel like I should ask you how you're settling in, but I actually need a huge favor.
okay,
I need a dream meeting.
of course. Yeah,
Um,
Isaac just doesn't even bother closing his chest. Just oh right, it is in his chest actually. The stack of coins. Um, uh, Yeah, you hear kind of the satisfying click of coins as his mechanical finger graces along them, pulls out a particular one, which is purple in its tint, and hands it to you.
Thank you. I owe you.
It's no problem.
Do you mind if I do it in here?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I think Salem sits near the wall, leaning against it. They look nervous, and they try
Oh,
to call it.
you could lay down in my bed if you want. The sheets are clean.
Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and Salem like gets up and sits at the corner of the bed, hand like fingers drumming against it, and then lays back,
Are you okay, Salem?
worried, a little worried, but hopefully this will clear things up.
Okay.
And tries to call a dream meeting with MKJ.
Mm. The signal is received, and MKJ picks up. You fall asleep. You find yourself in a crater. The tallest things in this valley of magma are burning, charred trees. A storm rages overhead. More than just a normal tempest, it is hailing. Each hailstone turning into steam instantly when it hits the flowing magma. It looks gooey around the islands of black stone that you and MKJ are sitting on, well, standing perhaps. Um, Millie K. Jacobs herself, dressed in archaic, could be the word, maybe even antique attire. She looks like she lives in ancient Egypt right now. um, Perhaps she is a commoner, judging by the quality of her dress and the bronze clasp of it. Um, Barefoot, barehanded, and graced by fire, scorched along the seam of her dress. She is crying.
Yeah, Salem doesn't say anything. Their eyes are wide. They walk over till they're a few feet apart and down on one knee. What's wrong? I.
Welcome to my world, kid.
Yeah, Salem looks around.
Yeah,
That's
as you
not.
look around, you glance up at the hailing tempest and see a enormous shape. No doubt a dragon, just sort of lit by a peal of lightning that goes through it, deafeningly loud as the thunder.
It's only mildly terrifying. What,
Don't worry, he's mine.
okay. I, I just wanted to see how the coven was. I tried to call Esme. Is she okay? It didn't go through.
Lightning, thunder, deafening. As she looks at you with this just God. Dull stare. It could almost be mistaken for malice, the look in her eyes. This is the hardest look she's ever given you. She's dead, Salem. It's
Salem.
over. The coven is over, as far as I'm concerned. You guys can care for yourselves at this point, right? You're grown. I've got a war to fight now, and my little hedge witches aren't going to be much use.
Who did it? It was
Lázaro de la Mar. She didn't survive the encounter. Or more accurately, I guess, she was mortally wounded. Didn't last long after that. The earth shifts slightly.
yes.
There is something tunneling underneath it.
Yeah, this just like grief and anger. In Salem's gaze, their jaws slack. This feels impossible. This doesn't feel real. Do we know where he is? Do we?
I'll find him.
They're not still in Havelock.
No. He didn't occupy the place, just left it as a red crest upon the earth. Reminder to everyone of the might of their stupid-ass cult. Because they think that's impressive. They think that level of destruction is impressive. There's this hollow smile on her lips. The earth groans like a dragon's diaphragm.
Yeah, I think Salem looks down a little bit. Fear and awe on their face. But it's all tainted.
The most fucked up thing, Salem. She was hundreds of years old. When something that old, that wise, that precious, that beautiful dies, nothing fucking happens. Nothing.
No, it's not true. We can't let that be true.
People, we go out with a whimper. Normal people, anyway. Real people. I went past being human a long time ago, Salem. And I'm ready to die.
You can't die until he's dead, though.
Of course.
White.
When I fight Lazaro, steer clear.
Yeah, Salem. Salem looks like they want to protest. If he killed Esme,
Help me find these motherfuckers.
we will burn them out. I swear to every god above and below, we will find them and they will die.
Yeah, this
I
dark look. She agrees.
I actually have a
She
thought that Salem might have. Lazaro's the dude who was impossible to kill, right?
No.
No?
No, Tuvier is the one that the Magisterium failed to kill, so I had to contain.
Tuvier, okay. Right.
She reaches a hand down, soaked in rain, really. As the hail kind of gives way to her rain, the sound of hissing magma all around.
I have her. Gave me her wand. I can get it to you somehow.
I don't need mementos. Not where I'm going. Keep it. Remember her.
I'll never forget.
She was a living library. I'm older than her, but she was the wisest person, hell, entity I have ever met. This loss cannot be understated. If she'd had a few years after the apocalypse, what sort of heaven on earth might she have created? What wonders has the world been deprived of for loss of that immortal? Imagine that. Someone who builds things. I guess opposites really do attract. Her eyes seem to unfocus as she just kind of grips your hand, bidding you to rise. And sort of amongst the mountains in the far, far distance, backlit by a sunset, you think? On the extremely stormy horizon, there is just this shape. A monster of some sort, unfathomable in its size, the way that it clambers across the mountain with speed like a bullet train. It is her. It's hers. Like she said the other was. It's hers.
Yes, Salem rises, of course. How? I believe we can still win.
I can win any fight. Once.
We'll find them, and we'll burn them out. I don't care if their god has lungs or gills. I will drown him. Drown him in the blood of his followers.
Yeah, so not grim determination in their face. There's something about that that sends chills up their spine. Their hair stands on end. How do you rob an apparition of its power? You do something that... I don't know. I do know that everyone will know what they took, what they destroyed. Will never destroy it again. I'm so sorry. KJ, people say never to meet your heroes, but she... Right, she was different.
He was my hero.
She was my last hero.
Yeah, she sobs and hugs Salem as though they were her own spawn. Her crying, like the sound of her crying, sort of melds into the atmospheric sounds, the earth groaning, the thunder pealing, even the sound of the steam rising and the hail and rain pelting. It all sort of synchronizes with her breathing as one with her. The dragons mourn as one. And I think, chillingly, that is where the dream meeting ends.
God.
You wake up in Isaac's room, in a cold sweat.
Cold sweat, silent tears already coming from Salem as they just kind of stare at the ceiling.
Yeah, Isaac was kind of looking into a mirror, again, doing maintenance on his chest. He glances into the mirror and sees that you're awake. Oh, yeah, kind of puts a tool down and looks at you properly. What happened?
Salem opens their mouth to speak, and it just morphs into this, like, ugly... No sound comes out, but their lips twist into this ugly snarl. And they close it, biting their lower lip. And they rise, hand on their face.
Isaac looks chilled. He can barely fathom what you've just seen, but he's starting to realize the gravity of it.
Esme's dead.
He nods.
I just spoke with MKJ. The Blackport Coven is disbanded.
Fuck.
Cult of Dagon. They can't be forgotten. because that's what gives them power. We're going to write their names onto the face of history and burn every last one. Lazaro de la Mar. He'll know pain by his end. And I'm going to make damn sure he never sees oblivion.
Yeah, Isaac nods, intimidated by this. I'm with you.
Yeah, Salem swallows hard. And their hand kind of like slowly drops from their face, limp at their side for a second before curling into a fist. And Salem pushes himself up, handing Isaac the coin back between two fingers.
He takes it.
Thank you.
Welcome. I'm sorry for your loss.
It won't be the last. This is... We're at war. Phone will call soon. It's time to swing back. Do you need anything, Isaac?
No. I'm ready.
Good. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, he
And
nods, gives you a firm pat on the shoulder, like the side of the arm.
yeah, Salem doesn't really acknowledge it and strides out of the room.
With purpose.
With grim purpose.
Alright, and with that, we are done for tonight's scenes.
Let's go. Alright, I'm ending the recording.